welcome back. Music. Here we are. So, today's topic of liberation 就是这些中的单词，比如说 ICO， 还有 HODL， 还有 exchange， 还有 platform 等等，它们有什么意思呢？ Hey, so what we were just saying in Chinese, of course, is for those of us folks who are new to this, what do all these terms mean? HODL, platforms, right? ICOs. What's going on here? This episode, we're going to short that out, baby. Oh, yeah. Right, here we go. An old favorite, a nice little sort of bluish green guitar. Action's a little high, but, it gets the job done for the episode. Okay? Right, so, item 1. Alright, when you're first getting into crypto, like some of my new subscribers are telling me, there are a variety of terms which, when you look at these terms, okay, you hear something like ICO, if you don't go look it up, it's going to be a confusing ride, that's for sure, okay? But that's no fun. So, we're going to make it clear. So what? Blockchain? Okay. You got these decentralized nodes, right? Okay? And basically, they verify a transaction together. So you can't fake something in the blockchain decentralized ledger system unless there is a bug in the initial programming. But these guys have been pretty carefully scrutinized before being released. Something like Ethereum. Got a lot of folks who have been paying attention to it. Okay? And so when you do a transaction, you get blockchain confirmations, all right? And normally, even like you get a basis of, say, 30 confirmations from different decentralized nodes around the world, right? These miners being paid to do these transactions, to mine them, put them into the ledger system for you. And then when you have like these 30, then it actually technically shows up in exchange like Binance, like success, dog, like you got it, all right? 非常好. And finally, so we're going to make it clear. So what is an ICO? Initial coin offering. So this is your opportunity. Knowing about the company, doing some research for you, like the Thor token video the other day. Thor token. Yeah, love it. Still live, by the way, as of this episode, making of this episode. Edit time, approximately 5.5 hours, minus 3 bagels, a cup of orange juice, maybe some vegan cream cheese. The vegan cream cheese is pretty good these days. All right. So, with an ICO, you're getting in at a lower buy price than before it hits the market, and before it hits exchanges. Now, what are exchanges, you might say? Great question, Alfred. Potential viewer named Alfred, for giggles. Interesting name, right? Well, an exchange basically takes your ICO, right? The initial coin, you've got the private sale, but then you get your own little ICO sale, maybe a nice little bonus, and then, wha-chow, hits exchanges like, Huobi, you got KuCoin, you got Binance. I'm going to do another video on these because exchanges really need their own conversation. However, for the purpose of talking about ICO right now, I will say the exchanges, when crypto market's doing well, exchanges can do something like this to the value of your crypto after ICO. Yeah, to the moon. But when the crypto market's doing bad or bearish, like right now, so to speak, ICOs can do this. on the exchanges when they come out, more like something like this. Very hopeful at first. Maybe it will be okay, but it's not okay. And then it's some low, dismal, multi-tonal, dissonant situation where the value bought in at pre-market exchange drop is quite diminished. And what can one do? All right? And that's where another great term comes in. You heard me say the other day, it is, right, HODL. Hashtag HODL. Now, where did this come from? One version of the story is this, okay? So, like on the Reddit, okay? I went on the Reddit, and I see this post by this guy that says he's very sad, he lost his crypto, and he's a little drunk, yeah. And he misspells the word hold, the hold coins, and he misspells it to be hodl. And that, it picks up on the an internet sensation. I mean, some people think, like the SEC chairman, right? About 2 months ago, the SEC chairman says the crypto actually only about a month and a half ago. I'm sorry. The SEC chairman says, hey, you know, just hodl your coins to the Senate. That dude's pretty boss, right? To the Senate, like, just hodl your coin. You know, my niece is in it, and just hodl. Nice. And that's how we hodl. And so with hodling, basically, you hold on for dear life is another way to put it, right? Hold on for dear life. All right, these are clearly more sort of vignette type of notes, all right? Part of my purpose with these videos, of course, is to inspire you all to make your own videos, right? And hopefully we are creating a blockchain crypto musical culture, okay? Because these folks need artists, and here we are, ready to go. So dive in, all right? Let's do it. So we talked a minuscule moment about exchanges, about ICOs, very exciting ICOs. You know, there's various websites like ICO Drops, ICO Bench, yeah, go on there, check out different ICOs. Personally, I am very biased to the ICOs in the NEO ecosystem. Of course, folks in China and often in the US cannot enter these ICOs and we have a British passport. Or if you are from another country, you can enter in, and it is very likely if it has a strong team, right? Great team, well experienced in the tech world. By the way, if it's mostly marketers, yay, marketers, it's a red flag, right? Red flag on that one, baby. Why would it be a red flag? Because that's where they're really into communicating the message, which could be exciting. However, the tech could lag seriously and terminally behind, and therefore be quite a crash course in your first ICO. So watch out, get the ones that have a serious potential, a grounded vision, and are well backed by established international entities and supporters. Okay, very nice. Yeah, so when you're gonna go shopping for your ICOs, just be careful, okay? Because, like, they're not all the same. And then you might get a situation where you're, like, hodling, like, a coin, where it hit the exchange and it just went, like, down. Oh, God. I just want to go shopping. Thank you. Right, so we've talked about those. Now, another one came up. Platforms. Right, you heard me talking about platforms in episode 6. what are the platforms? Well, the platforms are like Birushaw. They are like No, they're not like Bitcoin. That's the key. Okay, Bitcoin is more just like a direct, decentralized cryptocurrency. But you go blockchain 2.0, right? You get to a situation where so have these like Ethereum and it's like Neo, like you have Cardano, Stratis, EOS. Now the difference between some of those we should be clear on. Not to hate on EOS like John Oliver did. A bit unfair and underhanded. I have to say, Ron, because EOS is not released. EOS is not released. Some of these have been. Okay, you have some working platforms. Obviously, Neo and Ethereum are great working platforms. But there's a lot in the future. Tron, classic example, built on a lot of ideas, and then had a titanic crash in the market for the last few months. Check it out. Look at the spike and notice the tragic hemorrhaging down. Okay? That's because 2018 is the year, right, of the blockchain infrastructures, in which case it is very important that we are picking out those key pieces of blockchain ecosystems which are essential features and are actually necessary and have the tech behind them. There's still a lot of speculative projects. Okay, Cardano, ADA, is certainly one, you know, you have Charles Hodgkin, you have some serious, you know, developers behind them. However, they're not released and are still speculative buy, and already have had a massive inflationary run-up. So I'd be very careful about touching them if I were you. Okay, with something like Ethereum, Neo, very proven. Okay, they're working right now. You can send them. I have to say, Neo is delightfully fast. Hail Neo. All right. So, those are a few ideas, all right? Get you going. If you're totally new to crypto, what are ICOs? You know, what's blockchain, right? What's like these exchanges, okay? Sort of platforms. So, these are a few ideas. Last one that I will mention is mining. What is mining? And whereby have we received this term? Well, mining is example, these long warehouses in Russia, in China, Singapore, okay? Singaporean. Who's my Singaporean in the house? Yeah. Let's hear it. Comments below. And these facilities allow the transactions being taking place on the platforms to actually be done physically. Okay, so they use a lot of electricity. There are some good environmental solutions, like 4 new, currently coming out, to change the issues which we currently face, which is high electrical usage, to physically transact the data on the blockchains. Okay, so this is decentralized. Bitmain has been a huge one in China. They're moving to the US. News article. News, flash. All right. And naturally, you know, this is something really interesting, but it does allow the decentralized ledger system, blockchain technology, to work, because these miners are physically doing that. Where you send Ethereum right now, they're doing it, all right? And then you pay a small price called gas and a bit of gwei, and they get, you know, a couple of dollars for you sending a few hundred or whatever like that, even less. You can choose basically how much you're going to give them, but that also will affect the speed of the transaction based on how many people are using the network and trying to send things at a time. ICOs, unfortunately with Ethereum right now, ICOs create quite a bottleneck. However, Raiden Network, Loom, we're seeing new solutions coming out for Ethereum, which will help move things along, because it still is one of the most thriving blockchain ecosystems that we yet have for the decentralized ledger organisms interrelating. let me give you a little bit of a theme for today's topics of learning about blockchain, maybe participating and going forth. This is going to be a bit of a rambunctious slapdashery with E major and the dissonance of the G major as a nice jazzy undertones. Much it would be like the current market volatility, you know, mapped with C major here into E major, showing that this is really testing the bounds, testing the faith in cryptocurrency. And the good news is, yes, we might drop down to 6K Bitcoin, right? Or maybe $500 Ethereum. However, the trading sideways we've seen in the last couple of months is a great sign that most people are hodling. And here we go! Investing in an ICO. You're gonna have to hodl that shit. And there we go.